It's day number 17, and we're going to be finishing our sorrel. Now, I wasn't able to go live yesterday because of different things happening. So now we're here. We're going to finish this drink and have it chilled and ready for Christmas because Christmas is next week. And I do want to have my sorrel so I can start drinking and feeling the vibes and all that stuff. Yeah. Huh. So this has been sitting here since the day we did it, which is the 15th is when we started this. So this is what we have. This is how it's looking. I wish you could smell it because it actually smells very amazing. And the color is nice and rich, if you can see it. So it's definitely need to go. I did remove a few of the cinnamon sticks because there was quite a bit in here and I didn't actually want this to be sorrel, cinnamon sorrel. I wanted it to be a nice spice blend of all the components that we usually put in sorrel. So this is what we have. Now it is nice and dark. This is the color I like. Again, some people, their sorrel is thick, like really nice and thick and very strong. Others are a little, I don't want to call it watered down, but a little more diluted. It really just depends on what you're going for. Okay. Once I add my sugar, I'll know what I'm going for. So we are going to strain into a bigger container, which is going to be this big bowl right here. We're going to strain so that we don't have the sorrel bits, the spice bits, anything of the sorts. I'm just checking my audio. Okay, everything looks good. So we're gonna do it. Now, back in the day, this had a little clip this side and probably on these two sides, but they broke. So I'm gonna do it my way. This is the way that I do it every single time, no questions asked, and I get it done. Okay. So the goal is to pour this into this. Now, I may have to use a little help because it's messy. I don't want to waste my sorrel. I want to, you know, keep everything as much as possible. But we're just gonna do it. We're gonna take it step by step. There is no rush to this. You basically, ooh, I'm so excited for this. This is what starts my Christmas season. Nothing more, nothing less. So we're just straining it. Again, you're just straining to get the sorrel bits out, the spice bits out, so that your drink is nice and smooth. So this is what essentially you're straining to get rid of. I don't throw these out. I keep them. I keep it in the freezer. I just add it to my next sorrel batch. Sorrel cocktail throughout the year. Just have this. I don't have to use my dry. Make something from this with some pineapple skins. Make a nice, refreshing drink. That's usually how this works. I try not to waste. I try to reuse as long as it has life into it. So we're just gonna put that here. And we're gonna continue this. This is the process. I don't know how they did it back in the day. This is how I'm doing. Because you don't want to drink and have clumps of ginger coming in. No, you don't want that. You want to drink a nice smooth drink that's rich and flavorful. And that's perfect for the holidays. If you want to buy sorrel, you can go to any West Indian food store. Some Asian supermarkets will carry it, not all. Well, You can probably get it on Amazon if you shop on Amazon. You can. You can import it if you know where to go, but it is available. And then you just add some spices like some whole cloves, like cinnamon sticks, some fresh ginger. You can also add whole allspice berries, which is pimento, is what it's actually called. But when you go into the supermarket, it will say allspice berries. So you just strain just so that you get everything out. And don't worry, because I had something just fall in there. Don't worry if you have bits in there, because once you mix it with your sugar, you sweeten it to taste, you will strain it before you actually put it into your container. That is usually the process I take. It's not mandatory, but again, I don't want to drink anything that has any kind of grains, lumps, or anything. Smooth so that it's nice to drink. And the color is amazing. It's nice and rich, which I absolutely love. It's like a nice, rich red wine, but it's not wine. You can add alcohol to this if you like. It is very optional. It's not mandatory, but most sorrel does have a little bit of alcohol because it just adds to the flavor. It really does. Okay. So now that we have this strained, which I'm excited for, this is a lot. We're gonna sweeten it. If you taste it right now, it should have citrusy floral vibe to it. Very tangy. Citrus is the only way I can describe it. Like it's very tangy, which is delicious. So now this might seem like an obscene amount of sugar because it is. This is very tart, and this will help it. Don't dump everything. I can't tell you if it's 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups. It has to go based on taste. So you add some sugar, you sweeten it, and you taste it to see if it's the right flavor that you're looking for. Because the one thing you don't want is to put too much sugar. However, too much sugar, in my opinion, is not going to mess with the sorrel if it's drank. If you drink it with ice, if you have an ice container, ice cup, whatever, it'll be fine. If you do drink it without the ice, then too much sugar is too much sugar. But if you have ice in your glass and you pour that nice sweet thick sorrel, this will melt, the water will dilute it, and you're fine. No issue. Ooh, coming together. Yes, baby. Coming together. So the tartness is no longer. So now we're really just, I'm calling the seasoning. We really just sweeten the taste to your liking. It's the level of sweetness that you want. Again, you can add alcohol, but it's very optional. I usually have one of my bottles. You'll see them. They'll have my wine bottles from throughout the year that I keep just for sorrel. It's a Caribbean rite of passage. It is something that we do. It's always an empty wine bottle or empty rum bottle. That's going to be your sorrel bottle. It really is. Now, some people add, it's called bitters, extras. Makes sense. I don't, because I don't always have it on hand, but you can. I like to keep my sorrel simple. I do like to keep it simple. This might be a little unorthodox, a little, but I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. The salt rounds out the flavor. The salt in here is not to make it salty or anything. It really is to round out the flavor because if you do cook, you do realize that salt enhances flavor. And this is a bit citrusy, like the salt. So the salt will just round out the flavors beautifully and allow you to taste everything, not just one thing. Like it makes a lot of sense. Don't have to add salt. See, that's even better. Again, you don't have to add salt. This is just something I do. Do you want it sugar? So what I would say is, especially if you boiled one bag sorrel and you have a decent sized pot, start with 1 cup of sugar to start. And as you go, you adjust. Sometimes if I want to actually, because I like this is nice. If I want to stretch it just a little more, let's just say I put in a little bit of sugar, too much sugar, I just add a little water. Perfection. It does feel like it's missing something, but it could also be the fact that it needs to be cold. It's nice and cold is nice and delicious. Okay. The one thing you just don't want to do is to dilute it too much. Because then it'll just taste like flavored water. Who wants flavored water for sorghum? I mean, who want flavored water for anything? You need juice or what? And I know some of you did not see the first half of it, but just be careful because sorrel actually stains. It does come out, but it will make a mess. Like it will stain. You are guaranteed to have if your stove is white. Your stove will have pink spots, burgundy spots, whatever color spots, because it will stain. It's a rite of passage. It happens. Your spoon will stain. You can see, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, we're getting there. I think we're going to use all of it. That, my friend, is a mason jar of sugar. A lot of sugar. Need a little more. This, I like doing this. For me, this is therapeutic. It's my of good childhood memories of Christmas. It smells like Christmas when the sorrel is boiling up, getting heated, and you're seeping it. It smells like absolute Christmas. Like this is what I think Christmas smells like. This is what I'm used to. That's it. You might need just a little more sugar. There is no vanilla extract in here. There's just natural spices. There is cinnamon, there's ginger, there's allspice, and there is cloves. We have cloves in here. As I was saying previously, some people like to put like citrus peels, so like orange peels, because it just highlights the citrus vibe that you get from sorrel. Because you do get it. You cannot describe it. You, some people even put a little bit of like lime in here, like squeeze like half a lime and put it in here. It's all about just enhancing the sorrel flavor. So to me, there's no right or wrong way of making sorrel because if you're making it for yourself, make it however you want. That's what I do. So I'm just gonna get some more sugar. I don't I don't care if mama makes it with this particular water, this particular whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna make it how I want because I am drinking. I think cooking and these are self-expression things. Same thing as mixing juice. You mix the juice however you want, not because someone says you have to use it. No, you can experiment. Now, you do have like purists, okay? People who say, nope, this is sorrel. Sorrel needs to have this, and that. You could be like that. You could be like that one Christmas. Then maybe you want to experiment. If I had lemon, nope. If I had lime, squeeze a little bit of lime in here just to accentuate the sorrel flavor. It just adds. I wish you guys can. If you've never had tasted it, I wish you would be able to taste it. It's just a really nice drink. That's it. You needed more sugar. That's it right there. And sometimes it can taste as though you don't have enough spices. So maybe you have a little bit of ginger, but maybe it needed more. This is all it takes, baby. And I do take my time. I really do. It's very therapeutic, calming. It's something I absolutely. But let's just say you don't want to just drink sorrel days. My friend taught me this because it's something that they do. You can make a drink out of it. The same process, boil the sorrel, but this time you can add some pineapple skin pot. And then there is a sorrel pineapple drink. And it's perfect for the summer months because it's nice and refreshing. And it's not as dark and thick like this. Well, this isn't thick. Mine's clearly not thick. Some people actually go thicker than this. This is a nice juice consistency. Some people sorrel are like, "Whoop, this there for juice. What is?" But you can make a nice cocktail drink in the summer months. Make it for you. It's good. Okay, I think we're good. Does feel like it's missing something. And it feels as though my sorrel isn't as concentrated as I want it to be. Could be because my sorrel's been here for a while, or not, or I didn't let it boil enough to extract the flavor, or the fact that it was just sitting here for 2 days. Either way, it still tastes like sorrel. Absolutely does. I'm gonna use this. That's good. That's really good. So I do like to, like I said, like empty wine bottles. You can use alcoholic bottles, rum bottles, vodka bottles, whatever. They're already cleaned. I just have them here. This is like a Moscato bottle. That's it because I liked it. It's perfect, right? Or you can use a pitcher like this. You can use a picture like this. You can use whatever you want. It's because it's yours. You see what I'm saying? As long as you're able to just have your drink, who cares? You can use something like this to keep it. Basically, whatever you or something like this, whatever you store your drinks in, that's it. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, so because for me, there's never not a moment, not beautiful, where I pour sorrel into the container and there's a mess some way somehow. I'm just using this to collect the excess. If anything, like spilled. Why? Because I want all my sorrel. What? I waited all year for this. Want all my sorrel. So let's see, make sure everything is bottom to the granite. Perfect. And basically, he kind of pour. Feel like this was on the other side the last time I did this. You kind of just pour. Sometimes double strain because there might be moments where I miss um, stems or spices from the sorrel. So you just make it work. You basically do it. Also, like keeping the sorrel colored containers. I don't know. I just do. I think I can't tell you the scientific reason for this, but think of a wine. Think of dark rum. They're all kept in dark. Maybe it preserves something. Let's study the science behind it. I just know I like the dark bottles. Some bottles are clear because those are the ones we're gonna drink them a lot faster. Sooner. And I like to double strain just in case the first round missed anything. And that's pretty much my process, honestly. It's not, I won't call this traditionally how people make sorrel. This is just how I've learned and taught myself to make sorrel because sorrel is something I absolutely enjoy and I want it. So whether I make it traditionally or not, it's mine. Like, and this is the thing. It's messy. But you're gonna have a little bit of mess. Guaranteed. Don't worry, my bottles are all clean and sterile and all that. Yeah. All of it. I just think I'm excited because I drink sorrel until I'm sick of sorting. And then I don't want to see it for the year. That's usually how Christmas goes in the Caribbean. You drink all the sorrel that you want. And then by Christmas Day, after Christmas dinner, you're like, oh my gosh, is there anything else to drink? Sorrel is a month long thing in my house, even though we didn't expect it. It is a month long thing. Because this signifies Christmas is here. Okay. Some people only make sorrel for like Christmas breakfast, dinner. because that's typically how we drink it from my memory growing up. However, other people may have different memories. Look how rich this is. Do you see that? Listen, rich baby. It really is. I normally 1 to 3 that's I normally get about, honestly, depending on how much, I usually get like 5 or 6, sometimes even 7 bottles. We're probably gonna get a little more because what? Is what? This one, I am going to, well, as you can see, yeah, there's a stem there. I'm gonna leave a little space, more space on the top because I'm gonna add some rum into this. So, like right here, I'm gonna add some rum, mix it up. Uh, I think you can use vodka. I'm only using what I have, which is usually rum. My vodka, I no longer have it because it's done because I've been doing baking and all that jazz with it. But how I test to see if it's good with either rum or vodka, pour a little and add a little juice, right? Taste it. Do you like the taste with vodka or do you like the taste with rum? Which one do you like? It's essentially because sometimes rum has like a bitter taste. You don't want rum. Maybe you want something neutral, like would I say gin? No. All right. So we're good. I think just pouring and setting them in the fridge to chill because they're gonna be in the fridge until you drink them. So there's always a little bit that's left over. Um, I'll put it in a glass and we'll test to see how thick, dark, and rich it is or not. So this is how much we have left over. That's probably about 2 glasses, honestly. To be honest. So let's see. Okay, so we have that. I'm just gonna get some ice. Because essentially, the sweeter you make your sorrel, like I was saying, the better it is. And you are able to drink it with some ice. And it'll be nice and delicious. It's usually what it is. Some people don't drink for it. I do. Me, I drink it with ice. Because why not? Okay. I am straining this one. Typically, it would have already been strained, but I'm straining this one. Yeah. See? Oh, it's okay. I'm used to the mess. It is fine. Okay. What I wanted to show you, see, that will be all over your clothes. It stains. Sometimes it takes a while to get out. Leave a ring if you don't clean it up properly. So this is the Sorrel. I'm actually happy about how it looks because do you see how dark this is? Like it's nice and thick, right? Delicious. I know it's delicious. Drink it with a straw, drink it without a straw. I'm looking for my straw, but I don't have a straw. That's it. But pick the knife up, okay? Again. That's good. That's really good. You got the spices, you get the sorrel. Do you hear that? You usually get that from like nice tangy things. It's not a tangy drink. It just has a nice citrusy tang. Right. So again, the sweeter you make your sorrel, the better it is if you drink it with ice. If you don't drink it with ice, then you're gonna have a nice thick syrup. Okay? Which is still good. Because I drink it either way. Ooh, that's good. But the ice is not as cold. So the ice is melting and then it is diluting it. So again, make it a little sweeter so that you drink it with ice and it still remains consistent throughout. Not maybe starting to water down and like, is this juice? Is this water? Like, what is this? So it might seem like a lot of sugar, but you kind of need it. So start with 1 cup and move your way up depending on the taste. Add a little bit of salt. Salt enhances the flavor. So a little bit, like a pinch, right? Taste it. See if it works for you. If it works, perfect. Maybe you might need a little more salt. Maybe you might need a little more sugar. Maybe you might need to add maybe lime. Just a little squeeze, just to get a more rounded flavor. You just gotta taste it and work with what you have and see how it goes. This so good. I'm happy with, even though I didn't have all the quantities of the ingredients I wanted. I'm happy with it. My house is ready for Christmas. This, I'm gonna put the alcohol in so I can get that and show you. Really what I do. I don't know. I think we put up the top. We're probably gonna um, I'm gonna use Bacardi. This it's dark. Use vodka if you have it. Taste it. Yeah, just to see what it tastes like. Because rum has a very distinctive flavor. Okay, but like I said, pour a little out. Taste it to see if you want rum or vodka. Don't just go based on what I'm saying. You need to want to drink it. That's it for me. So we're just gonna that's it right there. We're gonna finish this bottle. Yep, it's not a lot. So we're gonna finish that bottle. That's it. Then we're just gonna top up the rest. This is it right here. It's right here. Okay, that's cover. Your cover. This is your cover. And essentially, you kind of just, you know, mix it like that. And then boom, there's your rum filled sorrel. Again, it does not have to have alcohol. It's not mandatory. It's a nice touch, but it's not mandatory at all. Even if you have like I'm thinking I think 1 year I kind of put in like a little bit of red wine. 'Cause my red wines are ports and ports are usually like 20% alcohol. Why not? Okay. That is it. Not that I'm promoting alcohol, but this is a good rum to bake with. This Bacardi right here, because it has a lot of nice spices in it, and it's rich. Like it's really smooth. It's very good to bake with. It's also good to drink, but I don't drink rum like this. I don't pick up a glass of rum and drink it. I bake with them. So all the different shades of Bacardi, so gold, black, there's another one in between that. You can definitely use it for baking. Just a little tip. I'm bakey. I share information. It's so good. So that is it. We did our sorrel. Christmas is on the way. Gonna put them in the fridge to chill. And they're pretty much our drink until the end of Christmas. I'm going to be making eggnog because I do like eggnog. I want eggnog this Christmas. I was going to make punchacrem, but punchacrem is pretty much the same as eggnog. The only difference is it has a significant amount of alcohol. I also don't do raw eggnog. So I cook my eggs, like I pasteurize my eggs, and I would do the same for punchacrem because punchacrem is raw eggs. And punchacrem is a drink from Trinidad. It's pretty much their version of an eggnog. Don't quote me, Google it. Okay. Um, so those two drinks, technically one, the eggnog is what I also want to make. Um, I may make ginger beer just to practice a little. Um, I have people around that I will share it with, like my neighbors and stuff like that. So I'm practicing, right? And then in terms of baked products, we are gonna work our way up to me making a gingerbread house on Christmas Eve drunk. That is my ultimate goal. If it's anything I want for Christmas, one, a white Christmas because I need snow, and two, I just want to build my very first gingerbread house. I know people are like, oh, you build that with kids. No, I'm a big kid. I'm gonna build it myself. How is it gonna look? I don't know. I'm not Bob the Builder, so I don't know. So we're gonna be doing that on Christmas Eve. That is a must for sure on Christmas Eve. Hoping everything goes well. Leading up to, we did brainstorm a few ideas of what we're gonna make. They will be coming daily, but it will go based on what's happening in my world. So anything that time consuming might get pushed later. It just depends. It can be for grown people only. This one is for grown folks only. This one has the alcohol. But some of the other ones, kids can have it too. It's fine. But this one, grown folk. So, grown folk. But we are gonna, have some fun. I'm gonna be posting some recipes on my community tab. That way, anything that I don't cover, you already have it because we do have videos. So just bear with me. We're gonna go through the process and just make stuff. If you suggest something, I might just say, you know what, forget about my list and let's make something on this list. So that's pretty much it. Eggnog is coming through. Eggnog might be tomorrow. I don't know. But we're just gonna have some fun. I do want to make cinnamon rolls. I want to make. Oh, okay, girl. That's a good Christmas right there. I want to make more desserts. I want to make more uh, breakfast things. Like I love panettone French toast for breakfast, right? But I've always tried to make my own panettone. So I tried twice, and every single time the panettone beat me. So it's panettone to me 0. Yes, so good. So we are going to just have some fun. It's Christmas. I'm not going to be rigid. I'm not gonna be on a schedule. We're gonna the lives are gonna come anywhere between 9 a.m. and possibly 2 p.m. If they go anything later, that's really because something happened to upset the timeline and then we had to push it back. That's all. But I'm trying to go as early as possible so that we can have time and I can have time to do other stuff, you know? So yeah. So this is our sorrel. We finished it. 4 don't have alcohol. 1, do you see how dark and thick it is? Yeah. And just in case you think I'm lying, here you see it's becoming, okay, camera, don't be rude. It's becoming clear, but it's still dark down here. That's it. That's what we're going for. Thick. Yeah, so I'm thinking, because I mean, I can buy panettone, but the store bought panettone is very dry. Now, it is a dry bread. Don't get me wrong. However, when I made it, mine was nice and moist and it like a panettone, but it was not presentable for YouTube. The top always messed up. Like the top got burnt, and but the inside was beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna figure some things out. We're gonna figure out how we make certain things. I want to do cinnamon roll. Like, I just want to do all these things because after the 25th, I cannot. I'm gonna put myself on a strict routine, which includes food. As for Christmas Day, I have no idea what I'm making. I'm still working on getting some income flowing. So I'm not sure about what we're actually going to make. It is not going to be this grand thing 'cause I'm not hosting, right? That's all I'm saying. Okay. Yes. I have to say what? So I'm just saying. Like, yeah. But this is beautiful. Beautiful. All right. That's it, guys. We are done for our sorrel. It's absolutely delicious. I love it. We're gonna have some more fun tomorrow. Not sure what we're making. I was thinking about. I was thinking about a lot of things, but I don't know what we're gonna make. I don't know. We'll see. Every day is gonna be a surprise, but it will be Christmas based, kind of, sort of. Christmas cleaning. Like it could be anything. It might not just be all recipes, right? It could be Christmas cleaning, Christmas chilling in my room doing nothing. But that is beautiful. That is absolutely 100%. So that is it. We're back here tomorrow. Uh, Tomorrow is Thursday. Friday, I'm telling you now, we are going to have a late start. Unless I do it while I'm on the road, because Friday I have an appointment for my car. And I don't know what that looks like. I might leave my car and come back home and deal with you guys, or I might just stay there and get stressed out. So either way, we're gonna wing it. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna do whatever we need to do. All right. That's it for sorrel. Sorrel's out. It's very delicious. It can be adult only or children friendly. It could be either or. It's fine. Woo, have a good time. All right, that is it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you here tomorrow. I appreciate you showing up, Pete, and being in my chats and stuff. Appreciate you, girl. I see you. I appreciate you. This is really good. It's really good. It has, woo, that is what I need from my sorrel. If it don't give me that, if I can't smack my lips, I don't want it. Anyways, that is it. I will see you back here tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Bye.